What is going on, everybody? Browns gratification here, and today we're going to be talking about the Week 5 matchup between the Cleveland Browns and Los Angeles Chargers. I kept saying I had to redo this intro so many times. I kept saying San Diego. Um, yeah, okay, let's begin. I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. Let me just talk about the injury report for this week's game. Only one doubtful and one questionable for Los Angeles Chargers. Justin Jackson, running back, is doubtful. He didn't play Thursday and Friday. Sorry, he did not practice Thursday and Friday, so I assume he's probably going to be out. And then Chris Harris Jr. was questionable, but was a full participant Thursday and Friday, so kind of expect him to play. Cleveland Browns, Jedrick Wills is out. They're going to make him rest for a week, and hopefully against Arizona next week he'll be ready to go. Chris Hubbard is having season-ending surgery on his tricep, so he's out, unfortunately. And then Greg Newsome, of course, will be out, at least for this week. They didn't put him on the IR, so maybe he'll be back against Arizona. So we'll see. Because if you put on IR, you're going to miss a minimum of 3 weeks. They didn't do that, so that's nice. And then also, Jarvis Landry is going to be back next week because, he got injured in the Houston game. So although it was early, he's out this week, unfortunately. Man, this offense misses Jarvis Landry, and you could see it ever since that injury against Houston. He's been missed. So yeah, hopefully he's back next week and ready to go. Yeah, that's the injury report for both teams. Let's talk about, rankings and how they, their weaknesses, and then I could kind of explain how or what should be Cleveland's game plan against the Chargers. So, okay. Um, Here we go. Offense, Chargers rank 7th. Defense, they rank 17th. And then special teams, they rank 23rd. Offensively, I mean, they have Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Austin Eckler, Justin Herbert. A much improved line from last year to this year. Rashawn Slater, great rookie season so far. Corey Linsley, always a good. I believe he's a center actually. Always a good player, and a few other players that aren't so bad. Um, and then defensively, Derwin James, Joey Bosa, Chris Harris Jr. Those are the main players. Those are the stars on that defense. Derwin James, one of the good safeties in the league. Always got to watch out for him. And then Joey Bosa, of course, one of the better edge rushers in the league. And unfortunate, our starting left tackle is out, so it's either going to be um, James Hudson or Blake Hance, and expect a bunch of double teams on Joey Bosa with the tight ends. Yeah, so expect that. But there is a way we can beat this Chargers team. With any team, any team can beat any team in the NFL. But the weakness of this Chargers defense is the run stopping. They have the fourth worst run stopping defense in the league, and we happen to have one of the best rushing attacks in the league. Offensively, we rank fourth. Pass wise, we rank 21st. Pass blocking, we rank 7th. 17th in receiving, 6th in rushing, and 4th in run blocking. Our special teams rank is 16th. And defensively, so good to see these numbers. Second overall, fourth in run defense, sixth in tackling, fourth in pass rush, and third in coverage. So, I mean, although Greg Newsome's going to be out, Greedy Williams stepped up and showed an amazing performance, had an interception, and was phenomenal against the Minnesota Vikings. So yeah, so again, I said the Chargers' run defense is the fourth worst in the league. We could run over this team easily. And once you do that, you can set up the play action play and just get them to do what you want. It's setting up the run and establishing it is way to beat this team, and how that's the way that we can beat any team as long as one is effective. Um, Nick Chubb hasn't been explosive as he normally is, but sometimes you have a bad game here and there. I expect him to have a really good game, hopefully, too. I'm not just saying that because I have him on my fantasy team. I'm saying that because I really want to win this season or this game, because we're facing Arizona next week. We can easily be 3-3 in the next 2 weeks, so I hope we take at least one of the two games. We could beat Arizona as well, but um, gonna be tough 2 weeks ahead of us. And then after Arizona, we have a short week against Broncos Thursday night football. So we got to get these 2 wins coming up because we could easily lose that Broncos game with the rest. It's going to be tricky. Um, yeah, so established run, um, run all over them, and then when they least expect it, play action, Baker's forte, as long as he can be accurate. In my last video, I mentioned he has a partially torn labrum on his left shoulder. So he's been wearing a harness, and I mentioned, he mentioned that it shouldn't affect his throwing, but everybody knows it will and it can. Josh Allen was wearing a harness last season or the season before, on his non-throwing shoulder, and he had a bad few weeks, and it was just but of course, Baker Mayfield, everybody wants to jump down his throat, and no one wants to mention when Josh Allen was wearing it, and there was another quarterback I don't remember was wearing it, and they've been playing like crap. They did play like crap when they were wearing the harness. So yeah, as long as Bacon can be accurate, and then I feel like the team says this every week, like get OBJ going early. They got to figure something out. You don't have to make him run these long routes. You could he excels in the quick slant, quick throws, and running after the catch. Now, if you want to get somebody distracted, you could throw in an Anthony Schwartz and make him run deep and get 2 people on him, and then have OBJ one-on-one. Easier said than done, but you could kind of figure something out, game plan around that. You know, AVP and Kevin Stefanski are smart enough to know this, and hopefully they do figure something out because it's going to be a tough game, and stopping Justin Herbert's going to be tough. This defense is, they could do it, but the best offense they faced so far is against Kansas City, and they, didn't look so good. But these past 2 weeks against Chicago and Minnesota, them they've been playing so much better, and hopefully they can make it 3 games in a row and show that they're one of the best defenses in the league. So hopefully we can see that. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Like, favorite, subscribe, and have a great day.